It all started like any other day until a young woman vanished without a trace. But what her family and friends uncovered in their search would forever change how everyone saw her and one of the most powerful attorneys in Delaware. A secret love triangle, an investigation with no body and no weapon, and a web of lies reaching the highest levels of power. Philadelphia, June 27th, 1996. The summer heat was relentless when Thomas Capano, a well-known lawyer and former Deputy Attorney General of Delaware, sat down for dinner with Anne Marie Fahey, his lover and the governor's secretary. A mismatched couple in the eyes of the world, though no one knew about them. That night, what should have been a romantic evening turned into the point of no return in a story that still leaves more questions than answers. Anne Marie was 30, reserved, brilliant, and deeply loved by those who knew her. But she had a secret, a relationship she never told her family or friends about. When she stopped answering calls and missed an important family gathering, her sister Kathleen knew something was wrong. She went to Anne Marie's apartment. What she found sent chills down her spine. The door hadn't been forced, but something felt off. Shoes scattered, food left out, personal items untouched. Everything was there, except Anne Marie. Only her keys were missing. Everything else was too perfectly in place. Wilmington police were notified. During a search of the apartment, they found love letters signed by Thomas Capano. Kathleen was stunned. Who was this man her sister had never mentioned? But the police knew exactly who he was. Capano had connections, power, influence. People feared him, and he knew how to play the game. Then, Anne Marie's personal journal surfaced. In hastily scribbled ink, she wrote about him. She called him controlling, possessive, and said she had ended things for good just a week before she disappeared. When Capano was questioned, he didn't deny the relationship. He claimed it was over, that they had only had dinner that night, and then he drove her home. But a neighbor reported hearing heavy footsteps in Anne Marie's apartment that night, followed by total silence. The investigation took a new turn when the FBI got involved. Since Anne Marie was a Delaware resident who vanished in Philadelphia, the case became federal. They checked her bank and credit card activity. No transactions after June 28th. Then came an unexpected lead. 2 days after her disappearance, Capano bought an expensive rug. Luxurious, odd, considering he lived in a rented home. His housekeeper noticed the couch and previous rug were gone. No explanation. New furniture had appeared. The FBI secured a search warrant. They combed through the house. In the living room, they found barely visible stains on the baseboard. Blood. A small amount, but enough. They needed a match. And then, a stroke of luck. Weeks before vanishing, Anne Marie had donated blood. It had been sent overseas, but they managed to recover it. The analysis confirmed what many feared. The blood belonged to Anne Marie. Agents knew the case was weak without a body or a weapon. They needed more. Digging into Capano's circle, they found Debbie McIntyre, another woman he had been involved with. She had bought a handgun for him weeks before the incident. She said it was for protection, nothing more. But time would tell a different story. With no physical evidence of the crime, the case seemed stuck until the focus shifted to Jerry Capano, Thomas's younger brother. Something didn't add up. The FBI believed he had helped dispose of the body. An undercover operation uncovered weapons and illegal substances in his home. They cornered him, talk or lose everything. Jerry talked, and what he said chilled everyone. He said Thomas called him on the morning of June 29th, asked to borrow the family boat. They loaded a heavy cooler from the garage, sailed into the Atlantic. There, Thomas tried to sink it, but it floated. He asked Jerry to shoot it. Nothing worked, so he removed the body, tied it with anchors, and threw it into the ocean, then got rid of the rug and the couch. It sounded unbelievable. Until 1 week before the arrest, a fisherman contacted the FBI. In July 1996, he had found a cooler floating off the coast of New Jersey. The description matched: bullet holes, no lid, strange stains. It was the same one. On November 12, 1997, Thomas Capano was arrested. At trial, he admitted to disposing of the body, but changed the story. He claimed it was all an accident caused by Debbie, his other lover. The jury didn't believe him.
Sometimes you see it walking down the street, it smiles at you, and you smile back, without knowing who they really are. So, do you think you'd recognize someone like that before it's too late?
Thomas Capano spent his final years behind bars. He passed away in 2011 of natural causes. His downfall was a brutal reminder that not even power or wealth can keep the truth buried forever. Do you think Anne Marie Fahey's case would have ever been solved if her brother hadn't spoken out? How many secrets stay hidden out of family loyalty? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.